The waters of the Scottish rivers generate immense power. The River Tilt has been tamed by a dam, which diverts the water into a quiet mill lade. The ducklings would not find it so peaceful if they travelled downstream to the mill wheel. A mill has stood on this spot since the 17th century. It is doubtful if the first miller needed to provide refreshments for tourists. The working mill is housed at the end of the building. The mechanism is constructed over 3 floors. The mill wheel stands idle until the water is diverted. The mill lade emerges from under the road. The water speeds up in the mill race and turns the undershot mill wheel. Some water is run off to control the speed of the wheel and to slow it down. The driving wheel is connected directly to the water wheel. Radial gearing turns a vertical shaft to operate machinery on the upper floors. Grain was once dried using this furnace, which is now no longer required. The miller demonstrates the sack lift, which raises sacks of grain to the top floor. The grain is put into this hopper, which feeds grain into the smaller hopper above the millstones on the middle floor. The grain is fed into the hole in the centre of the millstones by this device. The miller has to keep a careful watch on the process. If the gap between the millstones is too small, the grain becomes hot and is burned. If it is too great, the wheat is merely crushed and not milled. He can adjust the separation between the stones using this device. Once a year the stones are lifted and dressed with a chisel. The screw thread is used to raise the stone, which is gripped by the 2 hinged arms. On the ground floor, a riddle separates the flour from the bran. The belt drive operates the riddle. The miller struggles to put a sieve in the riddle. Flour emerges and falls into a sack. At the other end, bran emerges. A blower is used to remove chaff when milling oats. The miller demonstrates bran in his right hand and flour in his left. The flour is weighed and packed into bags for sale. In the cafe, customers can order coffee or a snack. The products of the mill are displayed for sale. You can dabble your fingers in oatmeal or flour. After milling, the water is returned to the rivers from whence it came.